Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Listen at Lunch. This is episode 29. I want to start out by saying I am honored that you take out time from your day to watch me live or on the replay. It's taken me a little bit to get comfortable, but I'm slowly getting there. And I'm feeling good about these with your feedback about the content. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'm also being challenged to incorporate my face in these lives. So, well, if you'll show me you're watching by commenting and continuing to share, I will slowly incorporate my face, my mugshot. All right, today we're going to jump right in to the beginner brochure again. And I want to remind you that Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, well, Stampin' Up! Calls this a beginner brochure because that's what it says back here, beginner brochure. However, I want to remind you that this is not just for beginners. So bear with me as I go through this again. We're going to be focusing today on the 4-season floral. This all-inclusive item number gives you the 4-season floral stamp set, the clear block, which is D, size D, my favorite. It's a must-have. The flowers for every season, cards, and more. Classic Stampin' Spots, which are Just Jade and Magenta Madness. And then also a full case and 16.4 yards of our new Stampin' Seal adhesive. So this is what comes with your kit if you order the all-inclusive item number right there. Now, it also gives you, with those items, it also gives you a whole bunch of samples that you can copy and use with your kit. So I want to show you these today and how easy it is to create. But bear in mind, this is not just for beginners. This is a great gift for someone that's new starting out with crafting, or it's what I call a grab and go, like a carry-out kit. Because you have everything you need with this item, all-inclusive item number. You have everything you need to just grab and go. So you can take these with you to an event that you're going to, like a child's game or a picnic, just some quiet reflection time. Take them up north if you're going up north. Take them to a friend as a hostess gift. I mean, it's a wonderful little kit. All right. So let's jump in. Now these cards, all this information is found in our beginner brochure, which is Make Things Beautiful. And they show us how. It's so easy, but you can always step it up a notch. Okay, so in this flowers for every season, cards and more, you get 10 beautifully lined envelopes that coordinate with the flowers for every season designer series paper. Give me a second here, just making sure I'm going. Hi, Luann. All right, so you get 10 note card envelopes. You get 10 of these already pre-scored note cards, which actually, when folded and measured, they measure 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So even though these are too small to mail alone, according to the post office, it has to be 3 1/2 by 5. This is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Even though it's too small to mail alone, you can always put it together and put it in a bigger envelope and mail it. Easy peasy. Or it can be on a gift. It can be with a bouquet of flowers. It can accompany any little, any wonderful gift that you're giving to anyone, because you have a thank you, a happy birthday, a for you. So not only is it a floral, you know, 4-season floral, flowers for every season, it's also a lot of occasions here too. Okay. So now you know what's included, and you get 10 of these cards, 5 each of double-sided Memories and More cards. And these are 3 by 4. So that's another thing you need to know, is in our 6 by 8 page sleeves or protectors, these 3 by 4 cards also work as, also work as you just slip them in, put your photos in. You can do some journaling on them, but they're a great quick way to throw together some memories. So you should really keep a package of these with you, and quite possibly our 6 by 8 black craft album too, so that you can just throw these together while you're memory making. So say you're with, you know, you're with someone and one of your kids or your friends says something funny and you want to remember it, jot it down, put the date on it, throw it in one of these. So it's great for memory keeping. Wanted to pop that in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this beginner brochure, and we're going to pick 4 cards that we're going to copy and make right now. Now, being that this is a photopolymer stamp set, it doesn't have the foam padding that our red rubber cling stamps do, so you need a cushion. And I have found that I've been using the Stampin' Pierce mat, which is no longer available, but Stampin' Up! Does sell this Stamparatus Deluxe foam mat, and it fits right into your Stamparatus, and it's got grids, so it's a great little size. What is it? 7 by 7, a little more than 7 by 7. So you've got the grids, and on the back side is just the foam. So this is what you could use as your foam with your photopolymer stamps. And it's a dual, you get double for your money, because you can use this as a grid for stamping and this side for the photopolymer stamping. Hope that makes sense. Okay, and I definitely need some scrap paper on hand so that I can stamp off on some of these projects. Getting organized here. So here are envelopes, here's our cards. So we're going to make 4 cards. We're going to make 1 each of these cards in the kit. I'm going to get 4 of the note cards. And I'll get 4 of the envelopes, because you always want to stamp your envelopes, right? So we're going to do that too. All right. Whoops, I already had this one. Getting organized here. I don't see where I am. Oh, there I am. Okay. Good. Jean, Jeannie, I heard that rumor too. I haven't seen it yet, but I did hear that rumor that they were bringing back the Stampin' Pierce mat, but I haven't seen anything in writing that that's actually going to happen. So for now, I think this is an excellent alternative, because it's a duo, double win with this one. Okay, so let's see, what's the first card we're going to do? How about happy birthday? So, super easy. I'm not even going to put my scrap paper underneath because I don't need to. I'm going to grab this card. I hope we're in focus okay. I keep moving stuff around. I'm going to grab the happy birthday stamp and the D block and just pop it on. Because it's see-through, it doesn't matter if it's a little crooked. You know, the photopolymer, you can see right where you're stamping. Which I learned a new trick today in watching another demonstrator, and I'm going to try it and let you know if it works good. Okay, so here's my extra cards. All right, so super juicy pad. I didn't open the ink spots because this is going to be a giveaway for someone as a prize. So I took out my big full pads of the Just Jade and the Magenta Madness. And because it's a super juicy pad, I'm going to set it down and I'm going to tap lightly. And you'll see that it's all inked up. And you can see exactly where you're stamping. And you're going to hold it for 3, you know, the count of 3. My name is Keri, my name is Keri, my name is Keri. And then lift up and voila. Super simple, right? Okay, I'm going to be opening and closing these a lot because I don't want ink all over. All right, so I'm going to fold this up. Score it with my bone folder. Take out my new Stampin' Seal, which I absolutely love. See how I'm rolling it ever so lightly, and then at the end, I'm kind of rolling it up to stop it so it doesn't separate and you have a long, like a noodle of adhesive. Okay, here's my little card. I'm gonna center this as best I can, and voila. We now have a card. Super simple, right? Yep, super simple. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's do For You up here. Okay, now we need scrap paper because I am gonna stamp off. And I'm going to put this scrap paper like right in the corner of my foam mat so I know I don't want to go off on the edges. Okay, so we're doing the For You. So we need the Just Jade. We need to clean off my stamp here with a Shammy. Put this one back. Now this is taking a little bit of time for me to show you each one, but I want to show you how easy it is and how fast it really goes. So thanks for sticking with me. Okay. Inking this up and I'm going to stamp off. Again, this is a super juicy pad, so I'm just tapping so I don't get the rock and roll effect and get ink all over the edges of my stamp. Ooh, and look at that. I would have a little bevel. So let's put this here. Okay. So I'm just going to completely copy what they've already showed us. And I'm just stamping off the edge of the paper. I'm not stamping off I'm inking up and stamping, but I'm doing that with a scrap underneath because I'm stamping off the card itself. Hope that makes sense. Okay, I think that's pretty just as it is. Little slightly different than that, but that's than the sample in the beginner brochure, but that's okay. So we'll clean it off, put it away, pull out the For You stamp, and I'm going to set that up. I'm going to stamp that in the Magenta Madness again. Tap, tap, tap. That's a really tiny one, so you want to be really careful. I did get some on the edge. But I always keep a napkin and Kleenex close by. Alright, now I'm just going to come over here and see where I would like to place it. My name is Keri, my name is Keri, my name is Keri, and voila! Now we have another card stamped. So even making all these exactly how it's shown here in the beginner brochure and putting them together would make a nice little gift for someone, and it would be super easy. You could actually do this while you're waiting for the dentist or the doctor. Just have it in your purse to hand out cards to people. Wouldn't that be nice? So brighten their day. Like the lady who got you in for your appointment, even though they were super busy. Okay, there we have another card, right? Card number 2. All right, let's go with card number 3. Let's do, we don't have a thank you, so let's do this little simple thank you. Okay, we're going to need the Just Jade. And come over here to our stamps and pull off the thank you. Put it on the D block. And we're going to stamp this in the Just Jade. Tap, tap, tap. I think I've got it inked up really good, including the block. That's funny, because you can't really see. Okay, should be good. All right, so I'm going to, how do we want to do this? Do we want to do this lengthwise? Let's do it this way. And I'm going to do it a little off center, just because I like to do that. My name is Keri, my name is Keri, my name is Keri. Hi Lisa, hi Joyce. All right, so there we have it. Clean that off, put it away. Super easy. Oh, I just love this stuff. Okay. Then I'm going to take another note card. Line this up. Voila! Card number 3 is done. Super easy. All right. Last card. Let's do this happy birthday. I like this one, because that's a card that we have left. So we're going to do happy birthday. All right, and the first thing we're going to do is take out our daisy looking flower. Place it on our block. Size D. Using the Just Jade. Once again, we're going to be stamping off. So I've got my scrap paper lined up with this Stamparatus matte. And you don't have to ink up the whole thing because I'm not going to be stamping the whole flower. So we'll start in the corner here. And I'm going exactly like the picture. Well, almost exactly. And you see I'm just stamping off, so I'm not stamping the whole thing. I'm just copying what's on this page. Almost done with this. And there we have our pretty little images on that card to spruce it up. I'll clean off my stamp and put it away. And pull out the happy birthday again. And this time we're going to do it in the Magenta Madness. So pull that up. Voila. All right, and my name is Keri, my name is Keri, my name is Keri. Voila. Okay, cleaned off the happy birthday, put it away, close up our Magenta Madness so we don't get ink on things. Set aside these. I love my bone folder because it gives it a nice crisp fold, so it usually doesn't flop open. Okay, now I'm going to just secure this down on my card. And there we have card number 4. So we could keep going and do all 10 cards. That's how fast they go. Now this would make a great little gift. And you know what? You could put it in one of these mini paper pumpkin boxes. Because look at how nicely they fit. Well, we have to fold over the envelope. Let's see how they fit perfect in here. You could even, if you wanted to, put the note card size in there. But then you have a cute little gift to give someone with 10 little cards inside if you gave them all 10 cards. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay, now you're probably thinking, yeah, but it's so simple. Yep, it was really simple. But that doesn't limit you. You can always dress it up. Look, I'm shaking my finger at you. Don't think that. You can always dress it up. And that's exactly what I did. We're going to take it up a notch. As soon as I find where I put my beautiful crafter samples. There they are. Okay. Okay, so what I did was I did take it up a notch. Instead of using the little note cards, I wanted to make it a mailable card to send out. So I took a piece of Whisper White, 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock. I scored one at 5.5, the long way, and then the short way I scored it at 4 1/4, and then I cut each of them in half so that the folds would be in the middle and I would have 4 cards. Hope you followed me on that one. And here's what I came up with. I did exactly the same as the other card. Let me pull that back out again. Okay. Well, no, I didn't do exactly the same. Okay, so I didn't do exactly the same. But I used the same card. I just turned it sideways, put happy birthday. Then I cut open this envelope. And I cut this part out because it's lined all the way on this side to the end. So I cut that all off and I put it down as a base. Then I put a little bit of Whisper White around the edges and popped it up with dimensionals. Same card, basically, just a different greeting. And put it on a full-size card, which is the hot dog fold. All right, we stepped it up a notch. So that's one. Let's see the next one. All right, let's just go in order here. So here's the happy birthday. Okay, real simple. Really cute. Super fast. Wonderful. This was super fast too, because what I did was I stamped it with a thank you. And then I took a scrap piece of white and another piece of Poppy Parade and put it onto a hamburger fold card. This is the thick Whisper White. So I just dressed it up a notch. So it's a full-size card that you can mail. Pretty cute, huh? Okay, I didn't stop there. Okay, this one is super cute. I absolutely love it. This one I did super easy. I just lined it with cinnamon cider, and then I stamped this greeting with cinnamon cider and popped it on a hamburger fold card, 5.5 by 8.5, and stepped it up a bit. Super easy, right? And then the last card, I did this one sideways, right? Stamped it with happy birthday and put it on. Here I dressed it up with a hot dog fold. On the Whisper White thick cardstock, I put a scrap piece of Just Jade underneath and turned it sideways, and voila, you've got another card that you can pop in the mail. So these aren't just beginner cards. Okay, you can use them for memory keeping. You can use them for full-size cards. They can be great gifts. They can be a gift accompaniment. So you're not limited to just the beginner portion. And if you wanted to dress it up even another notch, I just wanted to show you your options. This one, you could add some Just Jade ribbon. Where's my little pin? Come on. You could add a bow across. You know, put it there. Tie a little half knot or a bow. You could just even tie a bow and put it there. You could also take this card and with one of our embossing folders, one of our cute embossing folders, emboss this Just Jade piece behind it. Step it up a notch. And, of course, you could add any one of many embellishments that we have. the gold gilded gems, the pink champagne, the champagne rhinestones, the holiday rhinestones, have greens, reds, yellows, light blue, soft blue, and a darker blue. You have just a plain rhinestones, but you can always color these with permanent markers too, or your Stampin' Blends will take on. If you use your Stampin' Blends on these, they will take on a little color. Just be careful because you don't want to press down too hard because the brush tip will separate. But the Stampin' Blends color these beautifully too. You've got playing with pattern resin dots. These would look pretty on there. Look at that. And then you have these elegant faceted gems, which are really pretty. You have like a frost and a clear, and I believe these were, I'm not sure, I believe these were pink. Let me double check here, because I just so happen to have the page opened up. Yeah, they're petal pink, pearlescent white, and then clear. So any of these could dress up this card, right? Or you could, you know, take some ribbon for this one as well. You could do some stamping on the background. Stamp off and do some more stamping on the background. You can dress up any of these cards so that it's an avid card. All right. So that's what I wanted to show you today, is this beginner brochure is just loaded with these kits that you're not just limited to what they show you. You can step them up. Okay. Next one, we use the cute fruit with the note cards that are mailable. They're 3.5 by 5. That's included in the all-inclusive number there, item number. We did these last week, I believe. This is adorable, Zany Zebras. See how they've stepped it up? Added pieces. Or they've just kept it simple. Super easy. Oh, I just noticed this little shadow underneath. How cute is that? The shadow stamp. This is a darling stamp set. And the Hooray to You. Look at how they used the markers and decorated the envelopes. This is the paintbrush side of our markers. And they just colored the envelopes. You could dress these up too. You could pop these up with something behind it. Add some gemstones. You won't be cute for this one is these Artistry Blooms adhesive backed rhinestones would be really cute on this. So don't let beginner throw you off on this, in this beginner brochure. Don't let that word beginner scare you off because you're more of a crafter, you know, or an avid crafter. You can always step these projects up. And again, these are great little carry-out kits to go and great gifts for people as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you like what you see, will you order with me? I don't know if you know this, but I have a YouTube channel, and all of my episodes of Listen at Lunch, well, there are 4 missing that I have to transfer over, but they will all be on my YouTube channel as well if you want to go back and watch them. And they're all labeled by episode number, so if you want to start at the beginning and see the progression of how I get comfortable with you. I don't want to rewatch them, but you can. They're found at Inkin Latte, with Keri Blake. And that is my YouTube channel. And you can see all those episodes. Remember, when placing your order, I would love it if you would choose me as your demonstrator. Here's the website you go to place your order online. Keriout, KERIOUT.stampinup.net. And if you would, any orders under $150, I'd love for you to use this host code. So that way it accumulates a whole bunch so that I can get more products to share with you more and more ideas for upcoming episodes. Right now, for the next few weeks, from now until August 3rd, every $50 you spend in merchandise, you receive a $5 coupon to use starting August 4th through August 31st. So spend $50, earn $5 to use next month. It's a great way to get what you want and save some money too. Let's see, what else is going on? So those bonus days are really important. If you need any help placing your order, please let me know. I am happy to help you. I can have it shipped directly to your door. I can help you pick out products, which I love to do, according to your taste, and so you're not so overwhelmed with the big catalog. Or you can pick stuff out from this great beginner brochure. And this kit is adorable too. Okay. That's it. That's today's episode. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again on Friday for another episode of Listen at Lunch. Reach out to me with any questions that you have. You know I'm happy to help you. I hope everyone stays well and you're blessed.